taking on Alexandria Glode for the United States. Glode, the West Sacramento, California native, coming out in the red. Akhnazarova, Uzbekistan, in the blue.
Blue zone. Got that blue.
Glode starting hard, initiating the first surge, and she will get the step out point. A smile from the American corner. Glode took third at the second ranking series event earlier this year for the United States. Has won a Pan Am in her career, won the Pan Am gold medal in 2021. Was a Pan Am bronze medalist in 2024. Comes in on that double, blast double, puts her in the danger position for 4. Explosion coming from Glode right there for the United States, and a 5-0 lead. Textbook right here. Get the leverage, connect on both legs, and blow right through your opponent like she did. Uzbekistan kept the head down. Glode, a little hesitant, said, okay, I'll take advantage of this, see what she can do with it. Slowly bridging up into a tripod position underneath is Akhnazarova. Trying to contain and weather the storm right now if you're Uzbekistan. Off the whistle, comes in on her best shot of the period. Glode on the sprawl back.
Red action.
Trying to hold serve here, and she does. Back to the feet we go. It's a good shot if you're Uzbekistan, though, and Akhnazarova. Right off the whistle, trying to get to her offense. Akhnazarova's enjoyed a lot of success at the U23 level, both last year and the year prior, winning a pair of medals at the continental level. Has no answer for the Americans so far in this first period. 51 seconds remaining.
Red up, center. Blue. Center. Got that blue.
Glode.
Red action.
The underhook. Reaches for the far, off that front head, captures the leg, drives her near the edge, but they are going to say grounded. Good attempt there for Glode on the edge. Trying to drive after capturing that far leg, but the knees down as Akhnazarova went tumbling out of bounds. Short time in this opening round, a round that has belonged to Alexandria Glode for the United States. She will take a 5-0 lead behind a 4-point move into the corner. Glode had a really refreshing take on a social media post earlier in the week as she talked about the preparation mentally for what she is about to go through, like all of these wrestlers are in the quest for a world championship. She brought up the moment that she was a training partner for the United States World Team back in 2018. She was just 21 years old at the time, and she had just made the U23 World Team. She talked about how she had a front row to that 2018 World Team for the United States, to see their preparation, their nerves, the mindset, some of the frustrations that they go through, and that was such a powerful moment in her career. Now here she is representing the U.S. and doing it well, up into the air, and again dumps her onto her back. 4 more for Glode. Now she repositions, and she is close to ending this match. She has Akhnazarova in trouble. Akhnazarova gives up the fall. The American wins early in the second period. Alexandria Glode, very impressive in this opening qualifying round. She finished the match the way she started. Powerful, quick, decisive movements, and explosive, and a convincing win by fall for the United States here in the qualifying round. It's 72 kilos.
And up next here, 72-kilo women, Beliska of Ukraine versus Vilk of Croatia. Big fan presence here for the Croatian wrestler in blue.
Red action. Action red. Blue action. Action blue.
We're hearing the referee signal to blue. And we will see the verbal warning for Vilk from Croatia right away off the bat. Big head and arm attempt here from Beliska. She's putting Vilk to her back, pinning position. Continuing to work to make that lever, gets the pin here.
Center.
Ukraine's Beliska pinning her way into the quarterfinals.
Take.
The red represented by the colors of the UWW athletes, Sania Barakova. Coming into the World Championships with plenty of momentum. She looked really good at the ranking series event in Budapest, Hungary in July. Won the gold medal at the ranking event. That was after narrowly missing out on a European medal a couple of months prior. Lee Zhe-Lu won the Asian gold medal this past spring. China, one of the top nations in women's freestyle. We've seen Japan, we've seen the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, China pick up numerous victories throughout the 10 weights in women's freestyle over the past day and a half. Barakova working the 2-on-1.
The match number 19, women's freestyle 72 kilos. For the red, representing Kazakhstan, Jamila Makhmurova. In blue, representing Kyrgyzstan, Mirza Nurpegova.
Sljedeći na sriječnice, prva za Kazahstan, crvenom Jamila Bakbergenova, a za Kirgistanu plavom Mirza Nurpegova.
And the representing from Kyrgyzstan, Miriam Shumanzorova.
Na sriječnice pobjedila je predstavnica Kirgistana, Meri Sumanazarova.
That Activity clock expires. China will pick up the first point. Li Zhe-lu.
Your match coming in A, 53 kilos. Wearing the red, representing Ecuador, Lucia Guzman. Her opponent in blue, representing Cuba.
Li Zhe-lu back on the 2-on-1. Both wrestlers liking this tie-up. Neither wrestler so far has been able to go anywhere with it offensively.
Blue action.
Unlike some of her fellow wrestlers from China, we have seen Li Zhe-lu on the international circuit this year. She gets the takedown in the 2, goes up 3-0. And immediately looking for a turn, gets 2 more, goes up 5. And the head goes out of bounds underneath from Burakova. So the Asian gold medalist out to a 5-0 lead. There she was able to get the 2-on-1, set up the drag, eventually into the takedown. Not only did Li Zhe-lu win the Asian Championship, she also took part in the Grand Prix event earlier in the year, placed second at that particular event. The Asian gold medal for Li was the first of her career after placing 5th last season. Good start, good opening 3 minutes for Li Zhe-lu at 5-0.
Your match coming in at D, 53 kilos, wearing the red, representing Mongolia. Number 6, Song Ochil. Her opponent in blue, representing the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, Cho Young-yong.
Li has really done a good job with her positioning in this match. Burakova unable to get her offense really motored up. All opportunities have been cut off so far by Li. Li looking for the inside tie position. You watch Burakova, very good on the snaps. Likes the snap single, but really hasn't been able to work her heavy hands that she normally has a lot of success with. It all comes down to positioning, and Li has held a better position, and she's worked her 2-on-1 on a couple of occasions. See the frustration in Burakova's face, just cannot crack the armor thus far.
Pobjednica na stranačje A, crvena predstavnica Ekvadora, Lucia Guzman.
Li continuing
Open red.
to circle around, and she'll come back the other way. She was thinking maybe 4 initially, but she'll settle for the takedown on the 2. Comes back around behind, goes up 7 with exactly 1 minute to go.
Stop. Center. Fingers.
Rakova able to clear her arm out of that drag. First time she's able to limp out of that, gets the 2.
Red action.
Has a lot of work to do, though, over the final 25 seconds. Unable to get anything established par terre. She says, let's take a shot on the feet.
Center.
Takes a big, deep breath. Trying to get the blood going for the final 20 seconds. Some oxygen into those blood cells. Tough to do late in the match. Down 5. Hoping for a trip. Nothing there. Inside trip. Nope. Lee will not fall into that trap, and it will be a Lee Zhe-Lu opening round win for China. And if you notice, just here on map B, the Chinese wrestling very well today. That marks another victory for them. I saw them pick up a win over a Mat D earlier. So China advancing a number of wrestlers through on the championship side.
We moved to about 5:22. Multiple-time world finalist in the red singlet, Jamila Bakbergenova,
No fingers.
wrestling out of Kazakhstan and neighboring country Kyrgyzstan. That's Nurjat Nurteva in the blue singlet.
Red action.
La passive reaction.
One of the most successful coaches in women's wrestling right there for Kyrgyzstan. Of course, coaching the likes of Ipiri Medetkuze, who will wrestle for gold tonight. And of course, there is Miriam Jemena-Jarova, the 2-time Olympic medalist. Aysulu Tinebekova, the 2-time Olympic medalist. He is building a powerhouse in Central Asia. The Kyrgyzstan women's program, of course, they just built their own women's wrestling facility solely dedicated to the growth of wrestling for women in that nation, and you're starting to see it take off. As I was talking to Aysulu yesterday, of course, the multiple-time world champion, the Tokyo Olympic finalist, Paris Olympic bronze medalist, and she said, I took this year off to recover, not only mentally, but physically as well. I will be back next year. The legend in the sport from Kyrgyzstan, forehead to forehead. Nurtieva now working on the inactivity clock.
Action! No fingers! Open! No grip the finger. Open fingers. Good. Action! But shoot, make back shoot. Ready? Open. Action lead. Lead action. Action lead. Passive activity time. Go back. Go back. No fingers. No fingers, blue.
Get back to action here in the second period. Bakberganova working on the activity clock as she has 10 seconds left to score. Fingers will be called here from the official.
No fingers. No
And that's what you
fingers.
see there. They're saying stay off the fingers, interlocking of the fingers. International wrestling is a no-go. And 1 point awarded to Jarmila Bakberganova,
Action lead.
his opponent from
Open, no
Kyrgyzstan.
fingers.
Nurtieva now leads 1-1, and this is where Bakberganova gets in trouble.
blue.
Oftentimes lacks offense
Action.
when she needs to get to it.
Blue passive activity
And blue
time.
passive cold.
Go back.
So now Bakberganova saved by the activity clock. Nurtieva, let's see what she can do. Because right now she did grab the lead 1-1 on criteria, but it's tough. In this position, how do you give an activity clock shortly after the red wrestler is on the activity clock? So your job on that 30 seconds is to stop the other wrestler from scoring. Therefore, you did it. 5 seconds later, you hit the following wrestler. So it's counterintuitive to the activity clock on both parts. But now, Bakberganova is going to pick up the 2-1 lead on criteria. Nurtieva is going to go 2. Is she going to be able to keep it here? 46 seconds left.
Action.
And she scores
Stand up.
the takedown to grab the 3-2 lead. 39 seconds left. Take a look at this shot. Gets to a head outside single, cuts to the corner. Beautiful angle there. Comes up to her feet and finishes with force. Nurtieva, 35 seconds away from upsetting the world finalist in Jarmila Bakberganova, but a shot attempt coming from the Kazakh athlete.
Blue.
Nurtieva circles back in and 1 point for the step out. Criteria advantage is still going to be held by Nurtieva. And Bakberganova needs an additional 1. Can she get it? Nurtieva circling to her right, trying to stay grounded, trying to stay in bounds. 7 seconds left. Can she hold on? And she's going to do it. Nurtieva from Kyrgyzstan upsets multiple-time world finalist Jarmila Bakberganova. The upset of the morning.
Lead.
What a shocker. Coming up.
This is going to be tough. Balor Tungalug Zort. That's the best I could do. All right, 0-0 to start things off, as you'd expect. Hand fighting, and it looks like Zort is controlling center more. We'll see who gets warned for passivity. Front headlock, trying for the throw by Zort. Not going to get it. Zort, the number 2 seed. Has a silver at a ranking series tournament. Not much else on her resume. Bearwall is a U20 gold and U23 silver medalist. Did not place at the Asian Championships earlier this year. And there is a passivity warning on, well, not a warning, it's a passivity call on Bearwall, and she will go on the activity clock. 30 seconds to score. Ankle pick for Bearwall, keeping that trailing arm on the collar of Zort. Wasn't able to finish that move, so Zort gets the first point. And now passivity warning on Zort. And Zort will potentially go on the clock in the second period if it's still 1-0 and there's no scores after about 30 seconds or so. And we'll go to the break. All right, I see 2 towels. I see extra coaches. 2 left shoulder flaps from Mongolia. And that's it. And no real towel flapping for Team India. This man is a left shoulderman. 2 more flaps. Double flap. All right, that's it. A total of 4 flaps combined, but Mongolia owned that towel game. 1-0, but only a activity clock point. So a low-scoring tactical bout so far. Second period underway. Oh, now they're going upper body, and Bearwall has the advantage, and she gets 2 right in the danger zone. Out of bounds they go, but 2 for Bearwall. And I don't think we'll see Zort on the clock at this point, because we've got the action at the activity clock is designed to induce. Big headlock from Zorg. Oh, she's got Berwall in trouble. About an inch from the fall. And Zorg grips it, rips it, gets the pinfall. She's moving on to the next round. She's in the quarters. Thanks to that gutsy move. Mongolia moving on at 72. That's the type of action you love to see. And we've got
Opening round matchup, 72 kilos in the blue for Turkey, Nesrine Bash. Slovakia coming out in the red with Susana Molnar. Molnar coming off an 8th place showing at the Continental Championship in Europe earlier this year. Nesrine Bash, one of the top women's wrestlers in the world, a 3-time European medalist, including a Continental gold medal in 2024. Bosch, a wrestler who made the decision to bump up from 68 to 72 kilos following the 2023 year. It was a year that saw her win a bronze medal at the European Championships. And the bump up to 72 has brought even more success. She was certainly successful at 68, but she made the decision to go up to 72. She responds with a Continental gold medal, one of her first matches at the weight. And the last couple of years, she has won consistently at 72. A little more than a minute into this opening round, no score. Bosch comes in, that low outside single. Good position here to score. Bosch will try to work her way up, reaching for the far side leg, and oh no, that knee got bent, and immediately the action stopped. She saw the knee get twisted in an odd way, and Molnar trying to rub out the pain.
For me, it's under foul.
Yeah, nothing Bosch could do there. She's just running that leg. She's trying to capture that second leg in the way that Molnar tried to turn away. That's what put the extra pressure on the right knee. Officials are going to come together to discuss how they want to rule this. In the meantime, the medical staff attending to the 24-year-old from Slovakia.
Okay, please center.
Molnar giving it a test, making sure the leg is feeling strong.
Ready?
Still stretching it out. We'll keep an eye on that. There's a right knee that was twisted up in that last fray, so we'll see what she does in response. Bosch will give her no sympathy. She comes in immediately on a shot. And again, Molnar still in some discomfort, you can tell by her body language.
Ted, activity time for you.
And now a double whammy for Molnar. She is going to be put up onto the clock. So she
Contact glue.
endures a painful exchange that left her hurting on the knee, and now she's on the activity clock. And right back on that same knee is Bosch, looking to attack. Eerily, a similar position to the one that left Molnar in a lot of pain a few moments ago. Bosch gets the activity point. She's going to get 2 as well. Goes up 3-0. Can she work some more offense from parterre? She cannot. Referee stops it. We go back to the feet with 19 seconds.
Please separate.
In the red, representing the United States of America, Adogo, Wachuku. Her opponent, in blue, from Turkey, Sylvie Ilkasolu.
Sljedeća borba na stranačnici u
Kontakt.
kategoriji do 62 kg. Za SAD u crvenom je prva Adogo, Wachuku, a za Turskom plavom slijedi Ilkasolu.
And round one belongs to Nazreen Bosch. 3-0, and for Susanna Molnar, some time will be spent trying to get that knee feeling a little bit better, and also the mental approach when injured to not think about that part of the body that's hurting, which clearly is the knee after the early exchange. Taking in the instructions from the Slovakian corner.
Okay, ladies, split center. Ready?
Molnar dancing around a little bit more freely than what we saw in the first period to begin this second round. 2023 U23 European silver medalist. She was a U23 European bronze medalist in 22. Has represented Slovakia at 4 World Championships. For Turkey's Nazreen Bosch, all she does is medal. No matter what age group division she competed in, it always ended in a medal more times than not. Bosch close to getting another takedown, and she finishes it for 2 more and a 5-0 lead.
You keep your head. Action.
Bosch, a 3-time European medalist, coming off a gold medal last year in 24. She's a 2-time junior world bronze medalist. A couple of U23 gold medals as well. Complete arsenal, has the legs crossed, gets the 2, up 7-0.
Action.
And we go to the feet inside 2 minutes to go. Bosch slowly starting to extend the lead.
Okay, please center.
Molnar trying to hit that sweep single.
Action red. Action blue. Up. Center.
In the red, representing India, Radhika Chandra. Her opponent, in blue, from the United States of America, Kennedy Blaine.
Sljedeća borba na stranačnici u kategoriji do 68 kg. Za Indiju u crvenom je prva Radhika Chandra, a za SAD u plavom Kennedy Blaine.
Straight on shot by Molnar. Bosch stuffs it down, now whips her over, gets 2, comes back the other way. Now Molnar close to popping free. It's a 9-0 lead here. Molnar with a minute to go. Points have been awarded, and we are close. Thought we were close to getting stalemate, and Bosch pops the head out between the legs. Keep in mind, she still had control, so no points awarded. She's going to have to get a turn here, and the referee's going to restart it with 37 seconds.
Red, please, center. Red, please.
Radhika Chandra, U23 world bronze medalist.
Nazreen Bosch taking a look over at the clock, comes in with a shot. Controls that leg, and now Molnar takes her over to her back. Oh my goodness, a developing situation here. Bosch was up 9-0. Molnar's only only hope is a fall. Squeezing on that head as tight as she can. Time running down, 2-1, and she won't get the fall, and Bosch is going to survive. My goodness.
Please.
Holy smokes, the look says it all from Nesrine Bosch. Near disaster, Turkey, and their corner can't believe it. As Molnar, dead to right, almost pulled off the unthinkable.
Red, please, center.
Oh, you gotta love this sport. You gotta wrestle the full 6 minutes, no matter what the score is. A challenge is gonna come in from Slovakia and Molnar's corner. Whew, that was close. Take a look at this sequence. Again, there's the shot. Bosch leading, but then she gets a little too high, and Molnar caught her. I mean, she caught her, and you're seeing the emotion from the Slovakian corner. They think they had the fall.
This is a successful counterattack from Red. Blue goes from standing position to danger position. 4 points, Red. There's no confirmation of a fall in this position. The challenge is won.
What a finish. Nesrine Bosch literally controlled that match for 5 minutes and 55 seconds. The only way she could have lost it was a fall that Molnar nearly had. And you see the look on Bosch, like, how on earth
representing Lithuania, Auguste Genvalete. I think I got that right. And for France, the number 4 seed, Pauline Le Carpentier. Genvalete and Le Carpentier. I will do my best not to screw those up, but apologies in advance if I mispronounce anything. Seconds in, collar ties, no scores yet. Oh, now the hand fighting picks up. This is like a Greco bout. And blue is called for passive, Le Carpentier. I think this is our first 72 kilo bout on mat D. We're already in the round of 16, our first round of 16 bout as well. All right, almost at the halfway point of the first period, so excuse me, somebody's going on the clock, and it is La Carpentier. La Carpentier has 10 seconds to score, or Genvalete will get the first point. And now, nice shot by Le Carpentier. Genvalete trying to defend, but no, just before the activity clock was about to expire. 2 points. Well timed by the French woman. Less than a minute to go in the period. Another nice low shot from Le Carpentier. Single leg switches off to a double. Genvalete tried to sprawl, but in short time, it's going to be another takedown. And Le Carpentier has a 4-point lead. Is looking pretty decent. A bronze at Euros and a silver at the Zagreb ranking series. Le Carpentier going to try to add to that. She's never won a senior world medal, even though this is, I believe, her 4th World Championships. She's got a trio of European medals, a silver and 2 bronze. As we go to the break. Genvalete's coach. Oh, there's some flaps, some rather slow flaps. Now Genvalete's coach picking up the pace. The leisurely flaps from France. I want to give the towel battle to Genvalete's corner, but she's in a 4-point hole for Team Lithuania. Lithuania, one of the Baltic countries, so part of the, or was once part of the Soviet Union. Against the will of the Lithuanians. One of the first countries to gain independence from the Soviet Union. But not a strong wrestling tradition, but they're usually represented at almost every World Championships at either men's or women's freestyle or Greco-Roman, sometimes all of them. Can't remember the last time they won a medal, but Very, very small nation. Usually specialized in basketball. Le Carpentier, double-edged shot defended by Genbalete. France, meanwhile, they're really picking up their program as of late. The men's program is as competitive as it's ever been. Got several strong women contenders and a sprinkling of Greco-Roman wrestlers as well. Greco-Roman was invented in France in the middle of the 19th century. They just called it Greco-Roman because, well, it was the Romantic era and all things ancient Greece and ancient Rome were very popular. Oh, beautiful level change. They're gonna give 4? No, 2 confirmed. Another nice takedown by Le Carpentier, and she leads by 6 now, 6-0. And when I say Greco-Roman was invented, I mean it was codified. I mean wrestling was around forever, and the rules change and evolve, but that was a popular style around that time when the French decided to make it an official set of rules called Greco-Roman. Snap down, go behind by Le Carpentier. So 8-0, less than a minute to go. We'll see if Genbalete has anything for Le Carpentier, or if Le Carpentier slams the door shut, and she does. That'll be a 10-0 tech clean sheet for the Frenchwoman. She moves on to the next round at 72 kilos. She'll have the winner of Ukraine and Croatia, so one of the home country wrestlers potentially we'll see at the next round. In any event, Le Carpentier for Team France.
Quarterfinal matchup, 72 kilos. 2 wrestlers certainly familiar with one another. It is Alla Balinska, Ukraine, Pauline Le Carpentier, France. And not wasting any time, Le Carpentier gets the opening takedown. 7 continental medals combined between these 2 talented wrestlers, France and Ukraine, and their tremendous careers over the past 5 years. Now Balinska trying to get the 2 back that she gave up, and she does. Cuts the corner, spins her way for 2, working on the wing, rolls Le Carpentier over, and this is trouble for France. Alla Balinska looking for the fall. Le Carpentier exposed, and there is the fall. 54 seconds in for Ukraine. Alla Balinska into the semifinals of the World Championships.
At these types of international events, we do all of the quarterfinal action at the same time in all formats. Super exciting to see. Boss coming in early, got that left hand grip so tight, looking to transition, but Romania's Angel puts it in a very tight front headlock position.
Contact.
No points awarded there.
No finger belt. No finger blue. Action red. Action red. No finger red.
0-0 here. Just over a minute of wrestling. Again, we're in this front headlock position, and Boss doing a great job of grabbing the right elbow of Angel, extending it, not giving up any points.
First, okay? No finger.
Got a couple verbal warnings there from the referee to the Romanian wrestler in red on her fingers.
Action red. Action red. Activity time now. Okay, center.
And we will have
Center blue.
Angel from Romania on the activity period. 30 seconds on the board. She has 30 seconds to score, or Boss from Turkey will be given a point. Trying to swing through and snap down in this front headlock position. You see that left arm of Boss just extended on Angel, not letting her get around. Zone is playing a factor here.
Zone red.
Little throw by to single action from Boss to just get out of that zone. And 1 point awarded on the expiration of the activity period.
No block blue. Action blue. First running, okay?
And we will have a first verbal warning for Turkey's Boss in blue. A reminder from the Romanian corner to move to circle.
No finger blue.
Little throw by, go behind here from Angel. Hasn't quite got around for the points yet. See how she's trying to put so much pressure. Oh, and an overhook throw to put Angel to her back and get the pin. Wow. 1 second left in the period. Joy on the face of Angel and her teammates of Boss, sorry. Frustration and confusion on the face of Angel here from Romania. And disbelief that that just happened. She herself was so close to scoring. And Boss from Turkey is going forward into the semifinal.
5 world championships in Zagreb, Croatia. We're at 72 kilos. And Zilu Lee is going for the pinfall over Zork of Mongolia. Has that bottom leg Turk, just overpowered her right off the whistle. Caught Zork off guard. Pulling on that near shoulder, Zork trying to belly out. Lee of China will have all that for 2 points and a trap arm gut for 2 more. So 4 points, and then the other turn was after Zork went out of bounds. I was looking up Zork's Mongolian name, and it means crystal clear is her first name, which I won't try to pronounce, and Zork means brave, courageous, or intrepid. So that's always interesting, the Mongolian names. Very hard to pronounce, but very interesting in their meaning. You can all just translate from Mongolian to English if you're ever curious. Lee now working with a 4-point lead. That's 72 kilos. Spot in the semis on the line. The winner here gets the winner of the Romania versus Turkey. Oh, and rear standing, is that going to be 4 for Lee? I think it will be. What goes on the board? 4 more. There it is. Make it official. You got to know when to bail, and another turn, and Lee will take this one. She's an Asian champion, trying to make it a world champion after winning her Continental Championship. Lee Zilu is a semifinalist for China.
Semi-final, 72 kilos. Kyrgyzstan's 23-year-old Norza Nortaeva. Ukraine's Alla Belinska.
I ran into Kyrgyzstan's Asulu Tinabekova earlier today. She said the girls are looking good. She's not sure if she's coming back. She's really enjoying life and working in the federation with Kyrgyzstan, and they have just seen tremendous success as a nation, led really by Asulu Tinabekova, but great success in both men's freestyle as well as Greco-Roman. And we're going to see those Greco-Roman athletes coming out later in the show this week here in Zagreb.
It's amazing how one person can really ignite a fire, and you mentioned Asulu and her run at the London Games in 2012. Country really took off from that moment.
No. Belinska she is like a gamer. She's very crafty, very dynamic, loves the overhook throws, dangerous from many positions. And we expect from Nortaeva solid positioning from every angle, very physically strong, great double legs, great finishing attacks.
The passive activity time.
30 seconds up onto the board. Nortaeva gets tagged with the clock.
And one of Kyrgyzstan's first Olympic medalist, Miriam Zhumazharova. She was out earlier today after losing in her early matches. So this is one of Kyrgyzstan's last hopes other than Ipri Medet, who will wrestle for gold tonight. Front lock, head lock position here. Belinska's just relentlessly trying to circle and go behind. Activity period expired, and she does get the go behind as well.
Try to capture an arm. Nortaeva keeps it away. Nortaeva crawling underneath, and we go to the feet. Nice exchange there by Belinska.
Yeah, she just finally is able to reach around, grab the ankle of Nortaeva, and get that go behind. Big flow here. 2 points confirmed. And here she gets the chicken wing. She's going over. She needs to settle in here. She walks around the head.
Still has the wing. Try to generate some pressure. You see Belinska on those toes, leaning hard on the wing. Nortaeva showing her core strength. Looks like the wing is broke. It is, and so is the period as it expires. Alla Belinska with 7 through the opening 3 minutes.
Yeah, and Alla Belinska is one of those athletes that when she first came onto the scene wasn't really a winner. You know, she even as early as 2015, she wrestled in her first U23 European Championship, came 7th. I guess she did win a bronze at the Junior World Championship that year, so not terrible, but then she had a couple long years and medium success, and so it's great to see not only that she's stuck with it, but that long journey is paying off, and we're seeing her have a lot of success this year. A reminder for all the athletes back home that, you know, you just feel like you can't break through. Stick to the process, stay consistent, it will pay off.
And we've seen a lot of examples of that this week already. Even athletes who didn't make the world team for their respective countries in the past getting their shot to do it. Nortaeva with her first scoring opportunity. And Kyrgyzstan says not so fast. Nortaeva comes in with the 2. Trying to work on the leg. Cannot get the knee elevated off the mat, so we go back to the feet. 7-2, but something to build on for Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah, she made a great technical adjustment there. Just shot high crotch, came up right away, good head position, was able to finish. And we're going to see Bolinska really try to slow things down. She's got such grippy hands. Nurtaeva tries to wipe and come in. And Bolinska's really just trying to hang on. 2-on-1 here. Dictate the pace. Good tactical wrestling here from Ukraine's Bolinska.
She sensed a run by Nurtaeva, who comes right back in. Head to the outside, dumps her over, 2 more, and Nurtaeva into a lace, gets the turn, 7-6. 6 unanswered in this second round, and she is right back into it. What's been the difference for her?
She just made the technical adjustments on the attack. See how she gets her head to the hip pocket, is in great body position with her core glued to the leg of Bolinska. And that's the difference between the takedown and not the takedown shot.
And for the first time, able to get a turn from parterre. So
yeah, we're also seeing a little bit of a shift in the tactical adjustments here from Bolinska. You know, you can see she's kind of really sitting back, burying her head in the chest of Nurtaeva. You know, trying to, you don't want to say this, but she's wrestling not to lose rather than to win. So here's a great opportunity. She needs to score this point to really set the tone here. Oh, and a shin pick to the back.
well, that's how you finish a match. Bolinska, the fall, and a big smile for the 29-year-old. Nurtaeva was coming. She just kept charging and charging. But Bolinska, she heard you. Not only did she score, she got the fall. Alla Bolinska, the Tokyo Olympian, the 4-time European medalist, has never medaled, and they have been drawn in to the repechage because the opponent that beat them has continued to win. So you have a lot of different angles coming on this backside as wrestlers compete for the bronze medal. We're underway, 72 kilos, Croatia with Veronika Vilk, 19 years old, Pauline Le Carpentier of France coming out in the blue.
Contact blue.
It's a big moment for Le Carpentier, who's looking for her first world medal in her 4th trip to the World Championship. She has been very solid on the Continental Championship front. 3 European medals, including a bronze earlier this year in Bratislava.
Excellent red. Blue don't block. Blue don't block. Continue, continue.
58 seconds in, we get our first stoppage. Referee wanting more action from both wrestlers, in particular from Le Carpentier. What a unique opportunity for so many young kids to be here in attendance,
Red don't block.
getting out of school to cheer on one of their heroes in Vilk. Rare opportunity to wrestle a world championship in your city like Vilk has this week. Vilk trying to circle around in the center, and she is able to get control, and it will be Croatia who gets the opening 2. Immediately jumping back and forth, trying to hook up a gut wrench. Does not look like she's going to be able to dig those hands in. And we go back to the feet, but Vilk starts with the early 2 to the approval of the Croatian corner.
No fingers, blue.
Oh, nice change of level there by Le Carpentier as she shoots in low. Sprawl back from Vilk.
Extra blue. Extra red.
Vilk with the heavy hips, stims it away, back to the feet, 38 seconds in this first round. 2 3-minute periods in international wrestling. That is universal across our 3 styles of wrestling, whether it's freestyle for the men and women, or as we will see in just a few moments, Greco-Roman. Short time in this opening round. One last shot by Le Carpentier, countered by Vilk, continues to circle, tried to come back the other way, running out of time. 2 seconds, 1 second, and Le Carpentier will hold her off. And that is how the first round will end. A takedown by Vilk, a near miss late. And Croatia having some fun on a Thursday morning here in Zagreb. 2-0 after 1.
Red center. Okay.
Three minutes up on the clock to determine this one. Le Carpentier down 2 for France in the blue.
No fingers.
Looking for her first world medal in her 4th trip to these championships. She has been a fixture in the center of the French lineup for several years. 28-year-old.
No block.
Vilk has been extremely busy in 25. She came away with a bronze medal at the first ranking series event, incidentally enough, held right here in Zagreb. She took 3rd at the U23 European Championship, 5th at the U20s, and then 7th at the U20 Worlds.
Excellent blue.
Le Carpentier on the strike. Again, Vilk
Excellent.
having no trouble stemming this one aside and back to the feet. Vilk has several accolades coming up through the age levels. She was a cadet world champion in 23, also a cadet European gold medalist before making the jump up eventually to the U20, U23s, and now at the age of 19, competing at the Senior World Championships. Just an incredibly bright future for Veronika Vilk. Continues to shut down Le Carpentier. Underhook by Vilk. Le Carpentier clears it away.
Excellent blue. No fingers.
Carpentier comes in. That time she was able to crack the hand defense. And we are tied at 2, and the advantage swings to Le Carpentier.
Excellent blue.
Working from parterre, trying to get her grip,
Up.
but
Center.
not allowing it as Vilk kept the right arm away. For the first time, it is France with the lead. Criteria. Vilk is in on that outside single. Le Carpentier clears it. This crowd will continue to make more and more noise as we hit the home stretch. 45 seconds. They would love the opportunity to watch more of this young 19-year-old today. Oh, look at this. Vilk overextended. Le Carpentier spins around for another takedown. She goes up 4-2.
Blue. Excellent.
Le Carpentier
Excellent blue.
driving her arms in underneath, but cannot get a grip. 23 seconds. It's still a takedown away for Vilk. If she can find the takedown, she would have the criteria. 4-2. Ear to ear, Le Carpentier not giving her any space. Le Carpentier, 3 seconds. Vilk unable to uncork any type of shot, and it will be a rally for win for France. Pauline Le Carpentier in her 4th trip to the World Championships. France raises their arm in victory. She wins in front of a crowd that was dialed in for the young 19-year-old from Croatia.
Action blue. Contact.
Front headlock now for Lee.
Zone red. Action blue.
Bringing Boss towards the zone.
Zone red.
Now snapping down to the mat. Back up to the center of the mat.
Contact red. Action blue.
2-on-1 for Boss.
Action red.
Yine aynı yerden. Yine aynı yerden.
Action red.
Boss going to be warned for passivity now.
Contact red. No finger red. Action red. Action red. Action red. Red. Activity time. Okay? No finger. Blue. Not double. Okay? Red. Center. Contact blue. Contact blue.
Kadını kaldır. Tamam mı? Hani kafayı verince buradan koltuk altı geçip buradan tuşlamaya çalışıyor. Bak şimdi yaptığı gibi. Tamam hiçbir şey yok. Bloklardan çalış ama kafayı aşağı sokmuyor. Tamam mı Aslan?
There you see that big four and the near pinfall.
Blue. Red. Center. No finger blue.
now looking to run behind is Li of China, and she's gonna get, they're saying no, she hasn't passed all the way behind. I think she's got to get that arm out for that to be truly a 2. And there should be the 2, and is 4-3. Now who's getting the turn here? They say Boss. Scrambling around, 6-3 the score.
Attention. Okay, please up, ladies. Great. Please up.
And we're gonna have a challenge from Red. I'm not sure what they could be asking for. There you see her take her back.
Hey, two, yes, two, yes. Aferin kızım, uyanız, hata yok.
Coach.
Challenge decision on mat C. Initially, we have a 2-point blue for takedown.
Sorry.
In this position, red completes counterattack, 2 points red. Blue then regains position from parterre, 1 point blue for a reversal. Then we continue, this is red's action, 2 points red. Therefore, 2 blue, 2 red, 1 blue, 2 red, score changes, the challenge is won.
So a great challenge. I didn't see that first exposure, but the Turkish coaches certainly did. And it got her some extra points, now a 4-point lead, and what was a 3-point lead. And preserving the challenge as well. 8-4 on the scoreboard, 2 minutes to go.
Zone red. Zone red.
Front headlock for Lee. Can she use it?
Action blue.
Ercan Ersin bileklere yapış. Bileklere yapış. Yapış bileklere.
And we got Lee trying to run around for two. Again, similar position they were in before, making it 8-6. Boss has a big advantage having criteria, so Lee will have to get to 9 points to win this match. And trying to counter score is Boss. 40 seconds to go. Running behind. And gonna get the reversal is Boss. 30 seconds to go. Boss not only has the 3-point lead, but also the criteria advantage. And Boss slow to get up, gathering her thoughts and maybe her breath before this final sprint. With a spot in the finals on the line. 18 to go, shot from Lee, defended by Boss, looking to run behind, drag go behind, cleared out. 12 seconds to go, over collar. Now an underhook from Lee, charging forward, 7 seconds to go. And Lee is gonna run out of time as Boss is gonna punch her ticket to the finals with a 9-6 victory.
Into the final chair from Turkey,
Alexandra Angel, very talented 28-year-old from Romania. Romania in the blue, Molnar, Slovakia coming out in the red. Angel has medaled at the World Championships, and she is looking to get her offense built right away, trying to break down the quad pod underneath of Molnar. And she's able to crack that third point of contact, and she gets the takedown for two. So Angel in search of her second world bronze medal. She won the bronze back in 2022. Able to get off to a quick start. Two similar styles between two wrestlers who know each other fairly well. Molnar and Angel have faced one another throughout the years, both working through the European continent. Angel a few years older than Molnar, but Molnar has been competing at the world senior level for a good number of years for Slovakia in this weight class at 72. Both wrestlers doing a good job controlling center of mat. Neither one budging. Ear to ear, opposite collar ties. Molnar looking for wrist control on the left hand, tried to drag her on by, and then the counter from Romania. That should be good enough for a step out. It is. 3-0. Good job there by Angel. Angel gives you a tug on that neck or works her arm drag. You feel it. Very powerful athlete. There again, you see some of the strength as Molnar crumbled down, and Angel creating a little separation. She gets the control on the takedown, 5-0. Situation here where she probably won't be able to do much from parterre. The hand of Molnar keeping her from improving any type of position. Just talking about the strength, and you feel it. Heavy hands, really good in the upper ties, and just breaking down the defense of Susana Molnar. And a strong opening round for Romania's Alexandra Angel. And a little bit of trouble early for Molnar of Slovakia. She goes into the corner for encouragement and instruction. Molnar, the 2023 U23 European silver medalist. She is also bronze medal at the U23s for her continent. Angel, a 4-time European champion medalist at the senior level, showing some of the moves that she had on full display a couple of years ago when she won the European gold. Turned 28 earlier this year. Angel, so much success in the Continental Championships, spanning back to 2018 when she won her first bronze medal. Continued the consistency over the next 7 years with another bronze medal showing in Bratislava a few months ago. In position to secure a spot and an opportunity to wrestle for a bronze medal, leading 5-0. Drag again from Angel. Right side of the body, she'll try to chop down those points of contact. She elects to go with the leg, and that brings the knee down. Angel just continues to impose her will from her feet. 7-0. Hasn't been able to generate much from the parterre positioning. That is okay for her just because of what she's been able to do. Again, cracking down this quad pod, taking out the leg. Slowly but surely extending her lead up to 7.
Contact. No finger.
Angel again breaking through, gets another takedown.
Action.
Working the wing for the first time, trying to run the wing across, and the referee is going to stop it. And just as she was ready to roll Molnar over for the final 2 points, the referee stopped it. See if Molnar is all right.
No against the joint. Up.
Yeah, Molnar still shaken up a little bit from the wing. Looks like she's going to be all right. She's going to stay out there for Slovakia. The whistle saved her because Angel had the wing hooked up and she was running it, and she was going to get the 2. Now here comes Molnar just flying at Angel. Probably a little frustrated, not feeling great after that exchange. Just hasn't been able to get any type of offense started. Angel, a little slide by off to the side, and that is going to be it. So Alexandra Angel look really good. Puts up 11, wins by technical superiority. Angel trying to get back onto the podium for the first time since 2022 when she won a bronze medal. Bronze medal match, 72 kilos. France, 28-year-old Pauline Le Carpentier. In the red, the blue, Kyrgyzstan's Norza Nortaeva. These are really fun stories to tell, Erica, when you have a wrestler like Le Carpentier, who has done so much for France, women's wrestling, 3 continental medals, and now an opportunity for the first time to bring home a world medal to her country.
Red eye. Reaction. Red.
Verbal warning given to Le Carpentier. A couple of bronze medals at the European Championships, including this year in Bratislava. This is her 4th trip to the Worlds. Nortaeva in deep. Gets the takedown, immediately trying to cross the legs up. You see Le Carpentier scrambling, but Nortaeva not letting her go anywhere.
See how she's isolating that left foot of Le Carpentier. She's going to try and elevate on her hip, but Carpentier does a great job of kind of bringing it back.
She avoids further damage, surrendering only the 2, and Norza Nortaeva the opening takedown. Talked about Nortaeva really just getting her senior career started after many successful years coming up through the ranks. This is her 2nd World Championship. She represented Kyrgyzstan a couple of years ago in 2023. Le Carpentier gets put on the activity clock. Nortaeva will work to keep circling. It's the near side ankle. Le Carpentier working her way near the protection area. And she will get to the safety out of bounds while she was grounded. 4 seconds remaining on the activity clock.
No finger. Blue, no finger.
Carpentier here just trying to neutralize the position, try to find a way to get some space from Nortaeva's tie here in the collar.
Into the period, Nortaeva carries a 3-0 lead into the corner. Don't forget, coming up, gold medal match at this weight, 72 kilos. Alla Belenska, Ukraine, who incidentally enough handed Le Carpentier and Nortaeva their only losses this week. She will wrestle Turkey's Nesrine Bosch. Gold medal match coming up as soon as we're done here with bronze.
I think we're going to see more of the same here from Nortaeva. Just coming linear pressure. Oh, dropping in and up is Le Carpentier from the space. Just holding on as Nortaeva is looking to try to extend that arm and go behind.
Complete.
She just needs to slide back a little bit to extend the grip and just not a lot. She's going to go for that low leg to elevate it to get the turn, but Le Carpentier here does a great job of just holding on.
She was not going to let go of the leg, and for good reason. Nortaiva close to working that full circle and getting the takedown, but Carpentier stays down just 3, 2:20 to go.
See here, the Carpentier has her left hand in, kind of blocking Nortaiva, but she's not breaking out of this position and progressing. And with 2 minutes left on the clock and 3 down, she's got to mix up her pressure a little bit and find a way to get Nortaiva on her heels.
Dropping in low is Le Carpentier. Sprawl and hip action from Nortaiva. It'll be tough for Le Carpentier to improve this position unless she can clear the head out. She's back in a similar spot we were a few moments ago, and the referee stops it with just a little more than a minute to go.
And you saw that big swooping motion that the French coach made in the corner. She's diving into the leg, but she needs to dive in and up if she wants to make that adjustment to finish here. Again, same attack from distance, just a little bit too far. She's trying to circle away. Kind of that quarter Nelson lock from Nortaiva. A verbal warning there for Kyrgyzstan's Nortaiva from the referee. You heard it. But she knows 30 seconds left. She can just latch on. And on the legs again. The Carpentier trying to make the adjustment here and come up. She's stabilizing with her hips up, but just gets extended once again.
Nortaiva taking shot after shot in this second and final period. Le Carpentier running out of time, running out of opportunities. Inside 5 seconds, another long-range shot comes up empty. Norza Nortaiva, the 23-year-old from Kyrgyzstan, gets a late 2, and it will be a 5-0 win in her second World Championship after placing 13th a couple of years ago. Fresh off an Asian U23 gold medal, Nortaiva has her first senior world medal. It comes in the shade of bronze. Kyrgyzstan, a 5-0 win, 72 kilos.
Alexandra Angel. She's wrestling for Romania, the number 3 seed. She's in red. Her opponent in blue from China, Li Zelu, excuse me. And Li in the black singlet. Blue on the scoreboard was an Asian champion, but that was at 68 kilos. She then moved up and made way for her teammate who won a bronze at 68. So Team China, already an impressive performance. Team Romania, they have at least 1 medal. Yes. Anna at 55. Ringachi, that's Moldova, my bad. There's similar flags. So just 1 medal, trying to add to that. Lee trying to match her teammate Long, who won a bronze at 68.
Red, more contact. Red, more action.
Slide by attempt, and Angel is not doing enough to avoid getting that passivity warning, but it's just the first verbal warning. The next one will put her on the activity clock. Lee, oh, thought she was safe, but a headlock, and that's tight. Angel, oh, gets 4 points, but couldn't keep Lee there down on the mat. Good recovery from Lee. She tried to roll all the way through. I thought she was going to get stuck, but she squirmed her way back up to neutral. Big headlock, big feet to back. I think Lee thought she was going to punch that underhook through and maybe reach for a leg attack, but instead Angel said, we're going over. She got that 4-point move, and 2 minutes in, she's got a 4-point lead. That's big. No passivity is coming her way this period. And she'll have criteria advantage if Lee scores two 2-point scores. If she gets a takedown and a turn or 2 takedowns, something like that. Angel will still have criteria as she tried to get the go behind on Lee's attack. .30 seconds remain in the first period. I believe for anybody paying attention to the team scores, China will pull into 4th place with a win here. There's a nice sweep single. Lee has Angel hopping in the air, and then she takes her down to the mat. That's 2, and their heads are out of bounds, so no chance for a turn there. So 4-2 with just 6 seconds. Good short time takedown by Lee, getting some points before the period ends. That's always important. You want to make sure you get those points before your scramble is blown dead, because the period runs out just like it did right there. So we'll go to the corners, and we'll have a 30-second break. And what I was about to say was China trying to go from 5th to 4th place and leapfrog Team USA. Kennedy Blades, her bronze medal at 68 kilos, put the U.S. up into 4th place, and China down into 5th, but that can flip-flop with a win by Lee. There's a nice replay of that headlock. Good job by the replay team identifying that, clipping it out. There's the double, or the single leg that turned into 2 points for Lee.
Wait.
Second period underway. Another headlock going to the well, and we'll get a risk. Oh, nope, we'll get 2 points. They said Lee stopped Angel's movement and collected 2. I thought they were going to go slip.
Blue action.
But not challenged by Romania, so.
Red on block. Action,
or maybe it
blue.
is. I see the Romanian coach trying to hit the buzzer.
Up.
And this is a problem if the buzzer can't work.
Okay.
You could see him try to hit it, and the challenge screen didn't come on. This is why I look at it's a little cleaner using technology. Some people had a problem throwing the bricks or stuffed animals or whatever, but there's no ambiguity, there's no malfunctioning. Coaches either throw it or they don't. And sometimes the wrestlers kick the bricks and they say, get out of here. But
challenge decision on mat C. Red is attempt for an action, but she's blocked by the blue wrestler. This is 2-point blue. Challenge lost.
All right, and they say that Lee did stop the momentum. So it was 2 points. There's no risk or slip, as most Americans know it. And it is 5-4. Lee leads now with 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go. So Angel got that 4-point throw. And apologies if it's Angel. I think it's Angel, but she has a world bronze medal
2021, the Oslo World Championships. She also has a U20 bronze and a U23 silver. That's Angel. Trying to add another senior world medal, make it 2 bronzes for her career. Less than 90 seconds remaining. Just a 1-point lead. Any point will do it for Angel. She just needs 1. See if she waits to run the clock a little bit further down and then go sprint and get it, or I would just get them now. Just more points, the earlier the better. But I'm not a wrestler, haven't been for a long time, so not second guessing anybody's strategy.
Action! Action!
Under a minute. Angel lunging in, but the counterattack from Lee almost scored some more points for the Chinese wrestler. "40 seconds. And Lee's got 2 underhooks. Locks him up, trying to get a whip over. And this is good for Lee, just taking up a lot of time, too. They go down to the mat.
Action, blue!
Lee trying to score in short offense and get the go behind. She's real close. Angel about to give it up.
Action, blue!
No points yet. But just 13 seconds remaining, and now Lee has rear standing, and she drags Angel down to the mat. The final 5 seconds are going to be in parterre, and it's going to be Lee that come from behind win. She got headlocked, but she came back, scored 7 unanswered points, and 2 bronzes for China. The 2 teammates, Long at 68, Lee at 72. And a tough one for Angel and Team Romania. China with another bronze. And the match on B is over too. So we've got one more bout coming up.